Hi everyone, Vanessa here from Skip a Ride. Today we are talking about Alice in Wonderland. So if you're plus size, if you have anxiety, if you suffer from vertigo, if you have sensory issues, or you're prone to motion sickness, this is the video for you. Let's get started. Alice in Wonderland is a dark ride that is good for any age and any height, so anyone can go on the ride. It is a slow ride, but it can be dark and it can also be loud at times. As you can see from the ride vehicle, they are a pull-down bar, which is plus size friendly, which is great. There is slightly more room in the front seat, so if you are uncomfortable, take the front seat and put your kids in the back. They'll be able to see just fine, I promise. As far as the queue goes, it is entirely outdoors, which is great if you are nervous about germs in the park. It makes it possible that if somebody is coughing around you, you won't be quite as concerned about that. There is one thing that this video doesn't show, unfortunately, and that is there is a little turnstile for you to go through. A number of the Fantasyland rides do have that. It's usually not a problem. I've seen people who are larger than I am go through the turnstile, but if it is a tight squeeze for you and you are uncomfortable with that, talk to a cast member and they can usually get you in through a side entrance. Alice in Wonderland is a really wonderful Fantasyland ride. It's nice and slow, so kids generally don't get scared on it unless they are afraid of the dark. The issue is regarding sensory issues. It is bright and it can be loud at times. Like a lot of the Fantasyland rides, there's a lot going on. There's a lot of bright fluorescent type colors in the paintings around you, and there's a lot of sound. They pipe in music, there's voices, there's a lot going on. Alice in Wonderland is a pretty short ride. It's only about 3 minutes long. But what it does do in that time is it has a lot of switchbacks. So if you are prone to motion sickness, you're not going to get motion sick, I would think, because of the speed, but because of the switchbacks, you kind of are constantly spotting one thing or another. And that can lead to a slight bit of nausea. And some people who are prone to motion sickness might want to avoid this ride. Now, if you have sensory issues, this is a great one for you to put on headphones or earbuds, just to sort of block out some of the sensory issues. A lot of times, with my daughter at least, the colors can be enough for her, and she doesn't necessarily need all the sounds that go along with it. So if you do find that headphones are a benefit to you or your child, this is a great time to put them on.
You priced the white roses by mistake.
And the queen, she likes them red. If she saw white instead.
She plays a horse.
And each of us.
Roses headed.
And the king.
Shall we play croquet?
Rule 42. The queen always wins.
There's only one small area that if you suffer from vertigo that you might have an issue, although I've never had that experience. The ride does go very, very slow through that area. And that is when it goes outside. It's almost towards the end of the ride. It's in the last quarter of the ride or so. And if you are prone to vertigo, just look out, don't look down at the sidewalk below you. And you might want to sit on the left-hand side of the ride vehicle just because that's on the interior side. And the right-hand side does have the sidewalk below it. So. If you found this video helpful in any way, please give it a like or subscribe or comment. Anything helps, and it really does help the channel to grow a little bit larger each time and get it out to more people who can really use this information. And that's it. Alice in Wonderland is a really great ride for almost everyone. So if you enjoy dark rides that are Fantasyland rides, you will love Alice in Wonderland. So just take your time and enjoy the experience.